our text messages, and it's just full of guys that want to sleep with us or, you know, talk about our bodies, we realize, like, damn, we ain't got no options.
Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Trousers. Alright, let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into this reaction.
You know what I realized with us women? And I think that I was like this at one point in time too. We equate our value to how many men want to sleep with us, how many men are in our DMs, and how many proposals we got. Not marriages, proposals. But here's the thing. If all these guys want us and we want none of those guys, then we have no options.
Oh, are you serious? No, I had no clue. This is the thing. It's like beating a dead horse at this point, man. This is one of those things that we said for the longest, right? It's like, yo, how can you really say you have options? Oh, you know how many guys have proposed to me? You clearly didn't like those guys. You didn't get married. You want to get married, right? Why are you no longer with those guys, right? You didn't see them as the creme de la creme. You didn't see them as like this is the guy that I want to spend the rest of my life. You didn't see none of those guys that's in your DMs as the guy that I want to spend the rest of my life with. This is the person that's going to retire me from the streets and I'm going to move forward. You didn't see none of those guys in there, right? But then you make it seem like you have options. You have options to put in the friend zone. You have options that are simps that you're just going to use to, take advantage of those guys. Yeah, if you have options like that, like if all else fails, you get like sloppy in the future, you might be able to use some of those guys, you know what I'm saying, to boost your ego, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, you don't have options, because if one of those guys was a guy that you really wanted, and he's showing you interest, oh, you'll definitely jump at the opportunity. This little narrative that joints be pushing around saying like, oh yeah, I don't really care. Like, yeah, I could have been married, but I chose not to. Like you didn't like the guy that much. There was probably something about him that made you stay in the relationship, maybe off the strength that, okay, yes, I'm in a relationship now. At least I'm not single type situation, like, or maybe he makes good money, maybe the penis is good or something like that. Something that's making you stay, but still not enough to take it over the edge and be like, yeah, I want to get married to this guy, right? So in reality, you really don't really have real options of real suitors that you feel like are equivalent to you, even though most times a lot of joints are a little bit delusional. They weigh themselves higher than other than the guys, than other women, and also assume that they are just like, out of the league of a lot of guys, even though they're like fours. It's crazy. Let's keep going.
We have no options. And I think that's like a hard pill for us to swallow. Like, we don't want to admit that, but we know deep down inside, like, we go to our message requests or our DMs or our text messages, and it's just full of guys that want to sleep with us or, talk about our bodies. We realize, like, damn, we ain't got no options. Because really, you only consider the guy's options that you actually want. Am I right or am I right?
Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, make sure a wellness check on her. Make sure she's still alive. She's spitting facts right there. She's spitting big facts. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, I'm just repeating myself at this point. You don't really have the options that you think you do, right? Let's say right now, regardless of all the stuff that's going on with Drake right now, but a lot of joints that are saying that they have options. If Drake was to slide into their DMs and said that, I don't know, you can come over and he's just going to touch the top of your vulva, just to touch it, not even penetrate for real, just touch it like that. You know what I'm saying? You guys are like, oh my God, this is Drake. Oh, I can't believe it. Like, if he asked you to marry him, you'd be like, yeah, you barely even know Drake. You'd be like, oh, absolutely. Of course, not every girl, but a lot of girls be like, yeah, absolutely, yeah, or I'm going to live the lifestyle and everything like that, because you see him as the catch, right? You see him as the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. A lot of these guys aren't, right? And you can also tell that even if you find a guy attractive, you feel like this guy looks like he's making money, all that. If he's moving a certain type of way, you can tell that this guy doesn't really like me. He just wants to get in the guts. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they'll consider those guys options too. I'm like, no, it's not really an option, because he's never going to wife you. He's never going to put a ring on your finger, right? He just sees you as an easy smash, maybe a friends with benefits. You know what I'm saying? That's how he if sees you in the future, right? And then he's looking for the real girl that he wants to be with, right? I'm telling you, son, I've seen this happen in real time. There was this guy I knew. He was messing with a girl who I found very attractive. I mean, I think that girl wanted me too, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why your boy's intro is the way that it is. All right. Not to toot my own horn. You know what I'm saying? I can pull a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? The swag comes to confidence. You feel me? But I digress, right? I remember that she was like, he always used to work out with her, do stuff like, it looked like the relationship was about to be for real, right? And I'm pretty sure she saw him as like, yeah, this guy is the guy this is my guy. This is my option, right? This is the guy that's gonna put the ring on it. Oh, no, he didn't. Matter of fact, they broke up and then he got married to another joint like within a year and a half. That made her look bad, and I'm pretty sure she saw that as like a legitimate option. But no, cuz really all he wanted to do, he saw the body, he saw that she was legit. He's like, screw it. Let me just hit this joint, son. Let me just hit this on a regular basis. We go work out today, boom. After that, then I give her post-workout dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just goes like that. A lot of joints don't want to hear that. It's just the truth, though. A lot of joints is put in the friend zone in situations, and I don't know. The guys that you put in your friend zones aren't real options. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not real options. The simps that you put in the side, they're not real options. You don't respect those guys. You don't respect those guys at all. You don't want to breed with those guys. You don't want those guys to be the father of your children. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, regardless of what I say, regardless of what this woman says, there's going to be a lot of joints, specifically older joints. Because I see it more with the older joints as opposed to the younger joints. Even though, I mean, I just see it a lot with the younger joints. But I see with the older joints, maybe it hits harder with the older joints. Because it's like, Slim, you're like 46. Like, it's like you're like 46 years old. So like, relax. Take it easy. At least a young joint that's 23, I'm like, okay, she might really have options. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? She's young, she's fertile in her childbearing years and everything. She looks attractive. She might really have options. Who knows? Or it could be the same thing. Dudes are just trying to hit. You know what I'm saying? Dudes might just be trying to hit. But the joints that's in their 40s, I'm like, come on, you don't have no real tangible options. At this point right now, it's settling or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your options are, what can I settle for at that point? You know what I'm saying? Because you're deep in the danger zone. Let's just be real, right? But what the hell do I know, though? I'm just a guy on the internet. All right. Hey, man, if you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way, you'll be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like because I'm so damn insecure. Those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Make sure you share, comment, share with your friends, your loved ones, all that good stuff. And that's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.